Okay, so your mock-up is where you're going to showcase your work. I recommend this for everyone who is a party favor creator. The reason behind this is it gives your client something to really understand of what they are purchasing. This also looks good on social media and it looks good on your website versus just putting a picture of a label itself where people cannot understand that that label has backsides to it or this part is a backside to it versus just one whole label. So every last one of my templates on my website includes a mock-up. It doesn't matter what software you choose. I do release these often for different types of favors, different types of treats and goodies. Feel free to send me a message. If I don't have one, I'll be happy to make one for you. They are super easy to use. They're kind of like just kind of drag and drop. When you first open up the mockup file, it will look like this. What you're going to do is go over to your layers panel where it says add design here. You're going to double click in that little window and it'll open up another window and it's just called layer. Go back to where you have your chip bag design. What you're going to want to do here is we're going to merge this entire image. And what that means is that you're going to, there's going to be one image versus all of our clip art, things like that. It's going to be one image. Remember how we did the merge layer? Now we're going to do the entire image versus just one thing. Click on any part of your layer panel and select merge visible. It will then merge everything that has the eyeball. Since we took that background off earlier, it's not there. So now that you have one label, one layer, we're going to drag that layer over to that new window that we just opened with the mockup. So take your layer, hold down your mouse and drag up to the layers panel, that next window. All right, from here, your image is most likely way larger than the little box. That's fine. This is just for Photoshop purposes. It's not going to print any kind of way incorrectly. I'm going to zoom out so that I can see my little transformation box. I'm going to get that box and then I'm going to transform it to bring it down to fit inside of the white box. And I like to leave some little space here and there just to get a good fit. But what you're going to want to do is that we're going to do the front first and then we'll do the back. So you're going to fit the front of your chip bag in the little area first, like this. And then you're going to go to File and Save. You can also move things around any kind of way you want. So if it doesn't look right, we'll go back and fix it. Press File and Save, not Save As, Save. And then you're gonna don't exit out of here, but go over back to the chip bag. And you see our mock-up is there, but it's not really centered like how I want it. So let's move it over a little bit. I'm gonna go back. I'll move that over just a little bit. Let's save again. Let's see how that looks. Okay, we're gonna give it a little bit more space. So I'm gonna actually use the shift button and I'm going to squeeze it in a little bit. It's fine for the mock-up. It will not print like that, but for the mock-up, I'm trying to get the entire image. So, okay, that kind of came out really good. Actually, it didn't. Let's go back. Let's go down like right there. Then right there. Let's try that. You can do this as many times as you need. All right, this as many times as you need. I'm going to go up. Oh, God, it just got worse, didn't it? What did we do? Press save. All right, so that works. Now, if you are, sometimes the shadows be a little bit too much depending on how your design is. Like mine is already a little bit dark, so the shadows are a little bit dark. You can change that. Just click on the shadows and go up to the opacity, and then you can make changes to that, to whatever works best for you in your design, okay? Once you're done with this, you're going to save this file. The background's not there. You can bring the background back if you choose to. I normally bring this into Canva to put onto my posters to show my clients, but you can just add a background here or whatnot. But the background option is there for you. I normally do not save it like this, but you go to File, Export, Quick Export as PNG. It's the same way as we've been saving everything else. You save it where you want on your computer. All right, to do the back, we're going to go back into that window and you're going to bring your label over to all the way to the left till you have one of the flaps visible on this end. And then you're going to Control or Command J, duplicate that layer, and you're going to bring that new layer that you just made all the way over to the right till you have the back flap here. Like that. I like to leave a little white part in the middle just because chips always have that on the back. So I like to leave that there. And then I'm going to do File and then Save. We're going to go back, and now you have the back of the chip bag. And then from here, you would save that the same way you would export as a PNG file, how we did it before. You can edit it if you do not like it. I highly recommend you do not save anything other than how we just saved as a PNG file. Do not save this, meaning that when you go to exit out of this, it's going to ask you to save it. Do not say yes. Just go ahead and say no, because otherwise it'll save with that image on there. So just go ahead and say don't save. It'll be how it was when you first opened it. You do not want, when we exit out of that and you go back to your label, you do not want to save this, exit out of this, and save this as is, as a merged document, because you will not be able to go back in and edit your work. So make sure that when you come back in here, you unmerge everything by going up in your history.